I'm cooking again tonight. Matter of fact, let me make sure that everything comes up okay on the other computer. But welcome to my kitchen once again. Let me change the topic up there real quick. But oh, and mute that. There we go. So I am going to be making some food tonight. Specifically, we are going to be making seafood pasta. Let me save that. Because as you all know, it is, well, if you're watching a rerun of this, you might not know, it is currently Lent. And I was raised Catholic, so, you know, we don't, well, as a kid, I never ate meat on Fridays. Now, the cool thing there is that, according to Christians, apparently, fish is a vegetable. So, we're going to do seafood pasta tonight. I've got some shrimp, and I've got some bay scallops, and we're going to start doing some pasta. We'll do a nice butter cream sauce, and it'll be great. Let me go get the pasta started, and we'll get going on this. Also, I have a nice cup of coffee with me this evening. It's been a really, really long week, and I'm exhausted, so much better. Let's go. All right. So we'll get some water going here real quick. Actually, let me change that so you guys can see what I'm doing over here, because it's a little bit too high of an angle. There we go. Much better. That doesn't go in there yet, and I don't have enough water. There we go. Get that started. And let's add a little salt to the water. There was only a little tiny bit left in there. I didn't just chuck a whole decanter of salt in there. Speaking of which, while we're at it, we'll just go ahead and refill that. I know my elbow's in your way, but unfortunately most kitchens are laid out for right-handers, which I am not, but that's okay, because we'll make do. Now, let's see what we can do while we wait for this to warm up. Let's get this out of our way for a second. And start in immediately on our fish and cheese and other ingredients. Alright, so we got milk for the cream sauce, Parmesan cheese, we got scallops, we got shrimps, and we're going to get a big honkin' roll of butter here. So that should do the trick. First thing we want to do is clean the shrimp. So we're also going to have to peel and devein them. But the first step in washing them, besides getting the paper away from the fire on the stove, will be to get a little water in the bag here. And I could probably move you over so you can see this a little better. But see how they come in these plastic bags that hold water? If you just kind of give them a bit of a shake in there, that'll wash them off pretty good. And then we just get a sieve, strainer, whatever you want to call it, and you can just set the bag in the sieve, grab the bag by the bottom, and lift it right off of the water and the shrimp. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. Now, I have made a bad decision in that I've piled all this stuff here where I'm going to put these. So I've got to move it off and then turn you guys so you can see it. Oh, got coffee. Let's spin you guys around. Get us. Now, I tried to show a trick for quickly peeling shrimp at one point, but I think that stream, unfortunately, did not go as well as I thought it would, and it didn't get recorded. Now these, if you can see, they're already deveined, so, and split down the middle as a result. So if you grab them, peel that apart, and then just get it by the tail and squeeze real good, it pops right out, leaving the empty shell. So we're just going to do that with all of them real quick. And while I do that, I'm going to check and see if anyone's in the chat, which I don't think they are. But if anyone is, please feel free to come by and say hi, pipe up, and let me know what you're doing this evening. And while you do that, I'm just going to peel all of these shrimp. You know, it would probably look better if I put all the junk in the bowl and let you guys get a look at these nice, clean, pretty, peeled shrimp. So that you don't have to look at their scaly little shells with the little legs all over them. Yeah, see, that's much more appetizing. You'll also notice that these shrimp are gray. That means they're not cooked. Shrimp don't turn pink until you cook them. And I don't want these pre-cooked because I like to season them up on my own before I cook them. There we go. Make sure I didn't accidentally put any good shrimp in with the shells. Let me go throw these away. I'll be right back. All right. Let me wash my hands. I hear our water starting to boil. And because of that, we're going to want to go and check on it and perhaps throw our pasta in real quick. So, let's take a look. Yeah, it's boiling. So, here's what we do. Here's what we do. We got a little bit of olive oil. That is going to keep the noodles from sticking to each other. Even though oil and water doesn't really mix all that well, as you can see. And now we got noodles. I'd say about half the bag will do. You don't have to be very exact or precise. A little more, I'm hungry. Okay. Make sure that gets down into the water more or less. And we're going to just cover that up again real quick and let it be. Scallops. Also important for our pasta tonight. We'll get these cleaned. And again, I just got enough of these for a nice little tidbit to put in there. I don't think these are going to require too much of a wash. Just a little. Do the same thing, get you a little water in the bag, jostle it around a bit, and let's rinse out our sieve real quick. Also, be careful slinging this around because there might be a little whoopsie Keep your eye on your pasta, people. We'll just leave that uncovered for a minute. Sometimes these bags have holes in the bottom, so don't let them drip everywhere. There's a lot to pay attention to in a kitchen, isn't there? That said, I think we've got all of our scallops out of there, but let me feel and make sure. Yeah, that feels about right. All right, so now we have washed scallops and washed shrimp. We can put them together, but I'm going to take this bag over and throw it away. And we're going to give this a real quick stir to make sure these noodles get evenly done. So, this is most of our ingredients, but what we do still need, and I'm going to set this aside here for a moment, is we need our tomato. So, we get a cutting board. We get our tomato. And we get our knife. Most of my knives are dirty, it looks like. This one will do. This is a good one. Alright, so we want this chopped a little smaller, just so that nice little pleasant pieces of it in our pasta, and nothing big or overwhelming or unpleasant. See, just little bitty cubes like that. That'd be good. Stick them on a plate, get them out of my way. And we won't put those in until after the pasta's cooked. I think I'm going to do it just like that. There we go. Okay. A few bigger ones aren't going to hurt anything. I don't like cutting the tomato with the skin up. It's easier to start from the inside and cut through the flesh and then hit the skin at the end, because then you've got a little purchase, because it is your knife's embedded in the fruit and can't just slide off. You're not trying to saw through the hardest part of it. So you guys can get a good look at that while I wash this knife and go stir the pasta, which is getting reasonably close to being done. And could probably use a little water in it, truth be told. So let's get some. There we go. Not the best way to do it, but you know. Okay, everybody. Now, let's season up our seafood real quick and decide what we want on it. I am thinking that we can move this over to this burner real quick once I get me some oven mitts. There we go. Now, that clears up this burner over here for making not only our shrimp, but our cream sauce. So first thing is first, we're going to get this pan good and warm, which it probably will be close to being since I set it down on that hot burner. Get a little pat of butter in there. There we go. We're going to definitely want to get a few herbs and spices going for this, and I think for this we'll definitely want some onion powder. Where's the paprika? Paprika is always good. Oregano and black pepper. Here we go. We'll turn that down, and we'll get our shrimp and scallops. There we go. Now let's spice this up pretty good and heavily. First we got some paprika. Onion powder. You could use regular onion too, or scallions or anything like that that you want. But black pepper. Salt, of course. Celery salt. There we go. Now see that? They're starting to turn pink. That means they're starting to cook. Give us a sec here. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know what spice that is, and it's not labeled. It sure smells good, though. These noodles are just about done, so we're going to turn them off. There we go. Make sure these kind of get done on both sides. We're going to want to turn these down just a bit. And then deglaze the pan with a little bit of milk. This is going to be really, really good. I don't have any oregano left, which is fine because it doesn't really need it. I wish I knew what this was. It smells wonderful, but I'll take it down to the spice guy at Findlay Market. He'll know. No. Yeah, I could have let that turn up a little bit. So, perfect. So, cheese. That's what I need. Parmesan. We'll get us a grater. And we'll get a little Parmesan on this. Also, when you see it bubbling up like that, be sure to stir it, because that's how you keep it. Good stuff. That's how you keep it well managed and keep it from curdling too much. Let's hurry this up. There we go. All right. Always scrape down your sides and you'll get this wonderful, like, where it's starting to solidify. That's the good stuff. One last thing, if I've got any, might be fun to add to this. out of that real quick. I've got some lamb chopper, which is some sheep's milk Gouda. And I might put a few little pieces on the top of the pasta when it's done of that. I'll leave that over here for right now. And we'll just get this going real quick. Excuse me. This isn't necessarily anything super fancy, but it's going to be real good. What I am going to do is drain the pasta here real quick and have it ready. After I dry my hands, of course. Alrighty. Oven mitts. All the while you keep stirring this to keep it from scalding. Huh. Alrighty. There we go. Now I should be careful because I have gotten this oven mitt wet, and if you get an oven mitt wet, it doesn't stop heat as well. So we'll leave that one over there to dry. Put that one with it. And this is almost ready, but we don't have quite enough sauce, which is easy to remedy. You just add a little milk. There we go. Now we'll just let that thicken up one more time. That is really, really good. Now, forgive me a moment, I'll be right back. Alrighty. There we go. Now let's go ahead and let's go ahead and stir our sauce again. There we go. There we go. That's thickening right up again. You could add a little bit of white wine to this if you wanted to, just for flavor. I don't think I have any though, and it's fine without it. It just adds a little, it adds another dimension to it, and it's really nice. And I didn't mean that to sound as far out and hippie as it did. Yeah, it's a total another dimension, man. Oh, mate. All right, bowl. Maybe we got a bowl. Well, I was hoping for a pretty glass one, but we're getting a plastic one because it's easier to get hold of. Well, it should be easier to get hold of anyway. Yeah, bowl. Nope. There we go. It still has a little too much water in it. Shake your water out of your pasta. There we go. Oop. Don't let it stick or swell up. Okay. Settle down. There we go. Little olive oil on the pasta just for flavor. You also have to spice your noodles because you can't have the shrimp being the only thing that have any flavor. And whereas you can kind of depend on your sauce for a little bit of the flavor, unfortunately, you can't always have the sauce carry everything. You need to put a little flavor on the noodles themselves. It makes life a lot better. There we go. A little butter in there doesn't go amiss either. Well now, if I haven't let this stick, we are pretty much ready to pour this into our pasta. Which I'm going to do right now. Yeah, there we go. All right, now, while this is still good and hot, let's rinse it out and wash it so that this lovely dairy-based sauce doesn't weld to it like steel. And if you wash it out while it's hot and you're very careful not to burn your hand, everything comes out a whole lot easier. It's a good trick. Just be careful with it. Alrighty. We'll dry that off and hang it back up so it's ready for use next time. And then we will put our tomatoes in our pasta. Let's see here. Alright, so we've got our tomatoes. Put them in the pasta. Now this is getting just a little full to shake the bowl like I was. So, you know, you can fold it gently with your spoon. And then, when you get to looking at it, you've got pasta. Now, let's have a little taste. See if it needs any spices or anything. And it does. It needs a little salt. Not much, just a bit. Oh, there you go. Let me salt my keyboard while I'm at it. And anything else you want to stick in it. But I think we're good to go for that. Now, what I am going to do before serving it is to take some little slices of this sheep's milk Gouda. And if you're in the United States and want to find any of this, it's called lamb chopper. And it's really, really, really good. Although my particular copy has a little green spot on it that we're going to cut off before we start eating it. Because no one likes green on their cheese. But that's not a deal breaker. Just shave off the outer edge and keep on going. The rest of the brick is fine, fine, fine. Just don't be eating any mold. It's not good for you at all. And away we go. I should probably let you guys see what I'm doing. This sheep's milk Gouda is So what we'll do is we'll get a small bowl. That one is not clean. I blame my dishwasher. There, small bowl. And this one's clean. We're gonna ladle some of the pasta in there, being sure we get plenty of those delicious looking shrimp and scallops and tomatoes and other wonderfulness. And I'm gonna pile it high because I'm hungry. There we go. Looky there. Now, we just take that sheep's milk Gouda and we break it up and we put little pieces, well, that's a big piece, but that's gonna be wonderful. Little pieces everywhere. And there you have it, a nice seafood pasta. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is about all I'm going to make this evening because, again, I'm really tired today. But I hope anyone who sees this is going to enjoy it. Make it, try it, it's tasty. In the meantime, let's go find someone that I can throw you guys over to here real quick. Who is online? Who is online? Noisy is not online, or I'd throw you over to him because Noisy is really cool. However, it looks like Aloe Broccoli, LEB, Man Pants. I did Man Pants last time. Let's throw it over to Muha. And y'all have a wonderful evening. I appreciate you coming by, spending time with me in my kitchen. Take care. Have a great evening. Host, Muha. Bye-bye. When's it gonna change?